we've been doing some human practice outreach at my old school, the Judd School in Tunbridge, and we've been testing our board game. First time we sort of road tested the board game for Year 10 students, which was really useful, really insightful.
It went really well.
Surprisingly well. We actually got told from the teachers that they want to get the game, so they can bring it in to help teach.
Yeah, we got some really good ideas of how we can sort of improve it as well, where we can improve it, and both from the teachers and the students.
And make it cheaper and easier to produce.
But
so
as it was, the guys in the class really enjoyed playing it. We played it for about 2 hours, was it?
Yeah. Pretty much, yeah.
And it
went like that.
There was heated discussions of whether you could play certain cards on a volcano, and they were having a really great laugh. Even some of the kids that normally wouldn't have enjoyed something like that.
The quieter kids were getting really involved, and the loud kids were getting really involved, and it was just sort of a nice atmosphere because they all seemed to really enjoy it. And then afterwards, they said that they actually did really enjoy it, and the teachers themselves were really enjoyed it. They want us to send them a copy, which is really cool. Really nice idea. Yeah. So
and we got a brilliant comment from one child.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, my old teacher was Miss Andrews was choked up about it.
It's great because she said, like the kid who said it, she's like, he doesn't lie. He says things. He says what he thinks.
Yeah. So he
said, do you want to say?
He said he wasn't going to take biology for an A-level, but now he is because he thinks that synthetic biology is the future.
And he wants to be a part of it.
And he wants to be a part of it. Synthetic biology is the future, and he wants to be a part of it.
We did
that. So lovely.
That was the four of us, I think. Mainly
impacted.
It was also really interesting the questions me and Andy were getting asked because they didn't quite know why two physicists were on a synthetic biology team. So they were asking us like, oh, why on earth are you there? You're not a biologist. And so it was really cool to be able to explain like how some of the physics that both me and Andy know can be applied to like the biological systems at play.
Your teacher gave another interesting perspective in the fact that she says that she feels like she needs more education,
more support. She gave us an idea that we could not just look at a way of teaching the kids, but we'd also need to teach the students, the teachers themselves. Because a lot of them don't know much about synthetic biology, and that really kind of showed they all that they know about synthetic biology was due to this one teacher talking about it. So
and she said not only synthetic biology but also how to enter iGEM as a competition, and she said she's now having to learn things like MATLAB and
trying to work the registry. They're all very complicated things in the first place, but she felt that UK schools are sort of very isolated. There's a lot of support and funding with American schools, but as Judd, we're trying to be one of the first UK state schools to apply, and definitely the first grammar school. So they were trying to sort of. They thought that there was not enough sort of support going on. And
they also got in Labster, which is it's a virtual reality biology lab. And so we ran them through that in the latter part of the day, and that's something that we actually did. You may remember Barnaby. We ran through Labster with him as well.
It actually went a lot better today than
it went a lot smoother.
One of the students finished it within about 1 hour, which was rather interesting. That the teacher took 7 hours to complete it the day before.
But she said she had the same problems that we have with Barnaby, and that there seemed to be a lot of errors in the programme. It kept freezing. So it's good that it went smoothly today.
Yeah, you'd like to think that there can only be so many bugs, and so eventually it'll be ironed out as soon as the makers of it figure out what they are.
Yeah, but otherwise it was really insightful. We've taken a lot from today.
A lot of thoughts and sort of ways to improve, but not just the board game itself. But
and it's great to see somebody else enjoying the board game.
Not just us. It's great to see.
We're very biased.
Totally. Yeah.
It's great to hit the age group that we actually wanted it to be for as well, because we've only played it with just sort of us.
Yeah, it's quite nice to know that we actually created something that hits the target audience and they enjoy it and they find it educational, but also that the teachers find it educational enough to want to use it in their own lessons.
I think
that's a great way to get the children introduced to synthetic biology before they start learning about it.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a difficult mix to hit where both the teachers want to use it and the children want to play it. Usually was more one or the other. Fine balance.
So tomorrow now we've got to give a presentation about SynBio and iGEM to a random selection of people from the Judd School.
There have been some posters put up about this talk, this infamous talk on aimed originally at sort of biology, sort of maths, chemistry students, but it's going to be to year 12s predominantly who are coming back from study leave tomorrow. So we'll have hopefully a fair amount of year 12s in there, and hopefully as well some of the year 10s that we were speaking to today, and then some of their friends, but also because there's been posters around the school, there's the potential for pretty much anyone else who wants to come in and join, and then hopefully as well some teachers to get there, sort of educate them as well, which will be quite daunting, but it'll be really good practice for the Jamboree.
Really good practice, yeah.
So how are we going to move forward with these human practices from now on then?
Well, we've got a few additions to make to the board game.
Yeah, they should tweak it a bit.
Based on the feedback.
We need to look into how to produce it more efficiently and cheaper. And along with
And also applying for the grant.
So we're applying for the General Society of Microbiology grant. So we're going to hopefully use it to improve the sort of.
We'll hopefully be able to make more board games and actually implement it in schools so we can leave it behind when we leave rather than taking it with us. Because they were really keen to have one.
They were very keen.
Really keen.
Yeah.
But in doing so, we need to make something that's actually durable and sort of repeat, because at the moment we're playing on paper, so we need something solid and looks like a proper board game.
Yeah. So we'll try and create the vinyl on cloth.
And also a box made up as well.
Yeah.
And a little bit more efficient. Yeah, an advert, a little jingle.
Yeah.
Pablo, I'm sure, will sing for us.
Yeah.
Get a few people to play a few instruments.
Yeah.
Someone on the triangle.
Or in laminated cards. They're very sharp. The laminated cards, so we need to change them up.
But also, because we've road tested the board game once now, we can sort of not put it aside, but focus on some of the other aspects of the human practices that maybe the Just a Minute, Just a Minute, some of the web series of stuff, maybe interviewing the Desert Island Science idea.
Yeah. Or the soapbox science.
And the soapbox science as well.
Yeah.
So we've got lots of ideas in the pipeline that we can now sort of start working on because we've got to a good level with the board game.
Yeah.
Right then, I think it's time for bed.
Yeah. We'll leave you guys to it. And then,
Yeah.
Can you turn the lights on the way out?